slight creaking noise. That's what we hear on the highway, and it's pretty annoying. What's going on YouTube? Chris here again with another video, and for today we're just approaching our 1 year of ownership. For today's video we just want to talk to you guys about our 1 year anniversary of ownership of a 2020 Blazer RS, and still loving this thing. What about you?
Yeah.
Before we actually hop into this review, let's go ahead and cover you guys on some of the stuff that we've added to this car since owning it. Alright, so first things first, we took care of the RS wheels that we had. So before it had that little silver trim on the edge, so these are now super wrapped. So everything that I've done to this car, it's actually in my playlist on YouTube, so just look up the Blazer playlist and you guys will see how to do everything. So yeah, these are now a gloss black super wrapped wheel. I also have our red caliper painted, so we don't have the caliper covers. We went ahead and did this red with a duplicolor paint kit as well. I'll link that in the description below. Alright, let me hop in the car real quick and turn the lights on for you. There's a couple things that we've upgraded. So one of the first things we did was this side marker, okay? This has a nice little LED light. I'm not really too sure if it's gonna pick up on the camera, but that is a nice little addition. Come over to the front. This is probably my favorite modification that I've done besides the wheels, and that is the Chevy glow tie.
Can't really see it too much, but it's definitely there.
So it is a glow tie. It's not meant to be something super bright, but at night it does pick up pretty well. During the day you're not gonna really see it too much. Alright, so on top of the LEDs that we had and the glow tie, up front we have the hood deflector, bud deflector, whatever you want to call it. It's pretty essential if you want to help protect your paint. This is definitely going to help you do it. And what it is, it's ABS plastic, comes up with 3M tape. As always, you can find that down in the playlist, how to do it. And if you guys will see the car from the side, you notice that there is no more floating roof. That is all black up there, and that's because we went ahead and wrapped the roof. Not in its entirety because I couldn't really figure out how to do the roof rails, but I do plan on actually wrapping the rest of it. But just know that did not come stock, and it's just one more way to kind of separate our car from the others. But yeah, definitely sets it apart, and like I said, those gloss black wheels, total game changer. And if you come a little closer, you guys will see our rain guards, which is very handy dandy here in Florida. Gives Heather the ability to go ahead and roll down her windows, let them crack, that way we can get some airflow when on a rainy day. Speaking of rain and other elements, we also have our mud flaps. These are WeatherTech mud flaps. Very essential if you have the RS because this is the gloss black trim. You don't want rocks and other debris kicking up and scratching your beautiful car. So yeah, there's the one on the rear. And here's the one towards the front. Alright, so towards the back of the car, got the lights still on. These are tinted. They're actually usually white, but I have a tinted film over there on the tail lights. Darker license plate just kind of goes with the theming of the black and white of the car. Here's a good look of the mud flaps again. Alright, and for my most recent upgrade, I actually did the reverse lights. They are now a white LED. I'm gonna have Heather back up, so there you go. Kind of hard to tell during the day just because it's still bright outside, but those are significantly brighter than stock.
And one of the first modifications we did to the car when we first got it was tint the front windows and the windshield.
So our car came stock with the rear, and we had to go ahead and match the front. And like Heather said, we actually ended up tinting the windshield as well, so that is a little bit darker than you guys would see at the dealership. But overall, definitely happy with the outcome so far. Glad I made this little handy dandy list. There are a couple more things that we have to cover for you guys. I'm glad I brought this little sticky note. I would have totally forgot. But one is black lug nuts. I'll show you that in a second. And then we also have a K&N intake on this car, which actually helped increase our miles per gallon. I'll go more in depth on that in a second. And last but not least, the floor mats and the trunk mat, I guess you want to call it. So with the RS, like I already mentioned, we had the silver trim on the wheels. We took care of that. And they also had silver lug nuts that we were not happy with. So we went ahead and changed that out got those off of Amazon. Majority of all the stuff that I have in the car, you can definitely find on Amazon. So that's a good thing. Well, so with that being said, I'll go ahead and make sure everything is linked down below. If you guys find something here on the car that you like, maybe you can go ahead and try to do it yourself. But let's go ahead and pop the hood. Come on. You can do it. Come on, Heather, you can do it. Forrest Gump reference. Holy cow. All right. Voila. Well, now that is finally open, let's go ahead and show you guys our intake. Here is our intake, the K&N intake. Right there, as you can see. And like I said before, it sounds pretty good and it helps your car breathe a little easier. With that being said, we also get more miles per gallon, so that's something we have noticed. So now on to my review. We'll get Heather's review in a second. But since I wash this car, sometimes I use my pressure washer and I wash it. And on one of our first washes, I noticed that I chipped some of the paint. So the paint on this car isn't so reliable, and there's actually multiple people on forums that complain about the paint itself. So keep that in mind. If you guys are purchasing a Blazer, I'd highly recommend getting that paint protection. Let me go ahead and show you guys that chip I'm talking about. So right here, right above the tire, where'd it go? Right here. I don't know if the camera's gonna pick it up for you guys. But right there, you can kind of see that it chipped. It's got like a matte black finish under there, underneath the gloss black, so not too shabby there, And closing this hood, this right here on the RS, this little black chrome, this actually chips itself. So you can see little portions right there. So I do plan on upgrading that here at some point in the future. But yeah, this is like painted on. So you gotta be careful when you're washing these things. I will also say though, this is the perfect family car. We have 2 kids, obviously. Got the 2 car seats in here, and there's plenty of room with 2 car seats in here. Heather's actually managed to fit herself in between on some road trips. But yeah, works pretty well for your regular size family. Family of 4 currently. Let me go show you guys the trunk. As you can see, this is a double stroller with plenty of other room for bags and whatnot. So definitely holds its fair share of stuff back there. Just figured I'd go ahead and give you guys that little update as well. Yeah, let's go ahead and see what Heather's got to say. All right, list of pros and cons that you've noticed within the last year.
The biggest con for me is just the crappy gas mileage. I don't even know. There's so many things I like about this car. I think one of my favorite things is Apple CarPlay. The dual AC units, and that I just get a lot of compliments on this car. A lot of people really are shocked to find out when it's Chevy.
All right, there you guys have it. It's gonna finish up a little detailed 1-year review of the car with some modifications that we have done. There are some more stuff that we have planned for the future. I still want to get new wheels, even though those look pretty sick the way they are. I just think the car needs bigger wheels, more beefy tires, just to give it that little nice SUV sport look. Do plan on actually fully wrapping the roof. As you guys can see, it's still white on the top. So I do plan on getting the whole thing blacked out with some more other things coming down the pipeline. So if that sounds interesting to you, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, let you guys know whenever I do post. And yeah, so if you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns in regards to the 2019 to 2021 Blazer, make sure to comment down below and I'll try to address them for you. So until next time, I just want to say thanks for watching. Never live your life in auto, and we will see you guys in the next one. Peace. Well, there's the quick look of the glow tie. You can definitely see it starting to light up now that it's getting a little dusk.